saw that paper and it was stressing me out, so I can't imagine what it's doing to you. You know, paper is a really stressful, particular kind of clutter. It's not just shoes or socks or, you know, pants that don't fit.
Right.
It's got things with numbers on them, important information, things that you have to do, bills you have to pay. It's your life. It's, you know, your corporation that you're running. And I think, you know, when you don't have it together, it's very upsetting emotionally and obviously physically. And I think it was kind of creating a wall for you in between that and sort of doing other things that, you know, anytime you have too much clutter like that, it stops us from doing
It's the first step to good design. It's the first step. Absolutely the first step. So I wanted to help you out. You took Catherine all of that paperwork and gave Catherine and everyone watching a system that they can use. And my favorite thing is that now, please pay attention because this is what you should buy if you want to get a grip on this. Not all these other strange things. Take us through it step by step.
Well, you know what's important? You have many colors in your palette when you decorate, and organizing isn't just, you know, a file cabinet. When you're organizing papers, Catherine, it's not just put it in a file. We have different types of paper clutter. So, for example, first, you have a wedding invitation here, okay? I actually have a friend who didn't make it to her best friend's wedding because she didn't have the wedding invitation. This was in and amongst a bunch of things. The bulletin board, there are 5 really good tips. The bulletin board is my favorite one, and I think one of the most underutilized things because, look, it's right there. I like to think of it as a revolving inbox. You know, it's like, where are the concert tickets? Where's the directions? You have a library book that's out of, you know, that's due at the library.
So it's like immediate actionables or something coming up should be what's up.
And you're constantly looking at it and figuring out, you know, there's the receipt from the thing I bought online. Did I get it yet? Okay, it's here. Throw it away. So you're constantly working it. You went to the show. The tickets are down. You don't have to rifle through your sock drawer to find the ticket. So the bulletin board, don't put pictures on it. Because then it becomes a picture board, right? This is actually to do. It's a useful, you know, tool for you. So.
And if you don't want this out, I mean, this one's gorgeous because we covered it with linen and added trim that anyone can find at the dollar store. But if you don't want it out, the back of a door could be fantastic.
Exactly.
Just as long as you know you have one destination for everything that's kind of, what did you say, on your immediate to-do list?
Yes, it's immediate to-do list.
Okay.
It's actionable, as you say, or the inside of a cabinet, in a kitchen cabinet.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
Okay.
Another thing, okay, so you had doctor's appointments cards. People have these floating everywhere. So the first thing you want to do, of course, is write down the appointment, okay? So, Dr. Ahern.
So tip 2 is you have to have a wall calendar.
I love a wall calendar because you know what? I think technology is great. I really do. But I think it's hard to see your month at a glance. Someone's like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm going to be in Vermont that weekend. I can't.
Right.
It's a really good way to view your life and your family's life. Whatever. It's kind of command central.
Absolutely.
I even highlight my calendar, but that's crazy time, you know.
Whoa.
It helps me.
Now, don't start in with me about crazy time, Joe. Friends come over and open my underwear drawers. They're like, look, isn't this crazy? Look at it. They're by color, so I get that.
Yeah, I call it calendaring. It's like a new verb. I literally highlight different color codes.
This is great for everyone, too. I think that this is really important. And again, if you have a pretty calendar, you can put it out. If you don't, designate the back of a kitchen cabinet door. You can have the stuff out of sight if you don't want it to interfere with the design of your space or if you need a break visually. Let's talk about these.
Yeah, and so once this is done with the doctor's appointment, it's written on the calendar. It could be in your, you know, PDF or something. You probably have the doctor's information in there. Throw it away. It doesn't need to be in and amongst your things. So that's the second thing. So you have the bulletin board, the wall calendar, and then bills. You were talking about bills that are not paid. That is like not only stressful, it's expensive.
It's expensive
and it's irresponsible, right? It's you know, it's not cute anymore, right? To be so. Anyway, I like to put a bill basket, right? Put your checkbook, your stamps, and your bills to pay. Okay, and you pay them all in here. And then even if you have one that's about to, you know, run out, right up there. Pay credit card bill, okay? So you can see and go, right, I gotta pay that instead of, uh-oh, it's overdue.
And I love that you have stamps and the checkbook and everything you need. It is one center for bill pay.
No excuse, right?
No excuse. And this is a 3-compartment thing that you have seen in a million organizational stores.
Don't put a bunch of other stuff in there, okay? It's for bills. That's it. Okay, so then the other thing that's great is, you know, to do. I printed out, I gotta buy these boots, love the boots, didn't get to it, haven't gotten to it. The inbox.
Well, first you have to pay your Visa bill on time. Otherwise, you're not allowed to buy the books.
Right, I mean, really. But the inbox, people think an inbox is like, oh, I've got to do it, I've got to do it. The inbox is sort of like, go through once a month. Mean to do, it's a soft to-do list, right? You kind of paw through and go, yeah, I mean to buy these boots. If you don't buy these boots after a month or two, you know, get rid of it. You're not buying them.
You don't need them, you don't want them, you don't like them.
Exactly,
that's it.
exactly.
So phase 1 is that, the bulletin board. That's immediate actionables. This is something that you can do every 30 days.
That's every 30 days. Okay, and filing, really important. You have have a ton of medical bills in there. People think, oh, well, I went to the doctor. Your health is one of the most important categories. This is to file. This is to put away for, good. Hope you don't have to use it, but you want to save it. Put your health bills in there because, God forbid, you actually have to go back to it and refer to something. So, you want to have general categories for filing. It's not that complicated. Health, taxes, home, monthly bills, credit cards. You don't need 50 other files, you could break them down, but honestly, people overfile, and I think that's why they don't file at all.
Exactly.
They're like, I've got to file perfectly.
Well, I think that's why isn't that why you don't organize? Because unless you know how to do it in 5 quick steps, then who's doing it?
Yeah, you make a file for something and then you don't remember what you called it or where you put it. It made sense at the time, but it doesn't have an overarching theme. So
I wish my home file would be this skinny, I have to say. I'd have to have subcategories. Chips, wallpaper samples, but this is too big. You also have something else for Catherine.
Yes, well, I also want to tell you there were a lot of really important papers and personal items that I couldn't make decisions about without you, so I'd like to give you a personal one-on-one organization session. What do you think?
Thank you. I would really like that.
We're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun.
I believe you. You seem like fun.
Organizing is so fun. I mean, what is more fun than, getting control of your stuff?
Nothing.
Painting it pretty.
Or eating and sex.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying.
Can I come back with that?
Catherine, thank you for being here.
Thank you very
Jill,
much.
thank you so much. Jill is actually going to stick around and help solve some decluttering dilemmas because we've got lots of them in our audience. We'll be right back.
Up next, get your home in tip-top shape.